Let's do some lip pairings for an eye like this. This is a brown smoky eye, soft, nothing too heavy, with a fierce dramatic wing and mascara. Fresh skin, dewy radiant blush and cheeks. I'm going to start with Folio from MAC. This apparently was Angelina Jolie's color of choice in the late 90s, early 2000s, probably early 2000s. I don't even remember. So this is a very gray, cool toned kind of nude. But I think the way that you would wear this is by really just being super sheer with it and nothing too much. And then I actually think it's amazing of a color for that. Like, you really don't need more than that. And it's kind of a look. It just like pulls down the natural pink in your lip. Another way is to let your natural lip color be and take a cool toned pencil. But actually, I just made myself realize something. What if I just neutralize the edges of my natural lip with Folio instead of Endless Cacao? It's also kind of nice. So that's just Folio as a liner. I actually like it more because I like that nude edge bleeding into the pink of my lip. But if you wanted to have higher contrast, you would grab an Endless Cacao. Just start to shade in little bits of definition to give a slightly fuller look to the lip if you so want to do that. Like here and here. And what that does is two things. Fills out the palette a little bit in the center, but it also makes that natural pink that you naturally have a little bit higher contrast. I love this version. I'm just building on just so that you know what the items were. Started with Folio from MAC, Endless Cacao just to define further. I'm now going in with Ilia Banquette. I like these. These are a really nice creamy pencil. This one's like a pinky beige. And I always start with just a little bit because you also, when you're doing a nude, I think there's nothing more unflattering than a flat, opaque nude. You want to see through your lip color just a little bit for it to really suit you. At the end of the day, anything that is completely high contrast and blocks out your natural lip color is going to be harder to pull off. Doesn't mean that you can't pull it off. If you love it that way, you shouldn't change it. What I'm saying is if you split the difference and you sort of wear a color kind of 50% opaque, you will probably like it more, especially if it's the first or second or third time you're wearing it. So that's going a little bit more peachy. I'm just going to dust off a little bit of this peachy color before I go in with a new shade, which is called A Long Time Luster Glass Lipstick from MAC. I think this is one of their new releases in the nudes, which I think they did a very, very good job in the marketing department of. And this is kind of like almost gray taupe pink. I think this is going to be a really nice shade, actually. And again, it's got that like slight transparency to it because it is a sheer color. This is literally on my lips, but slightly cooler tone. And I'm applying a lot because I think I can handle it. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful nude. Love this. Oh my gosh, this might be a forever nude for me. Alone Time Luster Glass by MAC. Because I think when you're wearing like an eye that's a little bit bold and defined and striking, I think the lip should be the secondary thing. However, let's just humor that theory and go bold. I'm obsessed with this color. I don't even want to take it off, but I'll put it back on in a minute. Okay, so I'm just now going to apply a dark red. I'm just going to start slow because you can easily apply more. This is from Maybelline and it's called, I don't know what it's called. More Coffee 088. And it's from the franchise that is called Color Sensational Matte Lipstick. Okay. So I also think this is going to be nice the way that I am going to wear it. I'm going to go quite intense in the center of the mouth, just like that. Oh, it's like I've been sort of sucking on a red popsicle. And that's kind of a vibe. It's a little bit vampy, a little bit sexy. A majority of the color is in the middle, not at the edges. I think that's what keeps a lip color like this quite like casual and nothing too dark and bold. And sometimes if I like to push outside the lip line a little bit, but I don't want to have that drawn on look, I'll kind of overshoot my lip line, watch, with a blot. So I'll like blot, but I'll kind of go over and around. And that gives you like a little bit of a fuller look. And if you want to obviously define a bit more, you can define with like a beige or a nude and still have that little tiny bit of like a vampy look. So this is kind of as dark as I would go on the eye with an eye like this, but again, I'm going to push it again. This is really all in the name of experimentation, and there's nothing wrong with doing a bold eye and a bold lip, but I just think it's nice to leave one thing down and one thing goes up. So something goes high and something goes low. This is actually a really nice colour. It's very flattering shade. So also a little hack for you. If you don't have a lip liner and you have a flat topped bullet like this, one of the ones that's like in line with the component, twist enough out to the point where you can draw with the edge. So you're drawing the lip liner on with the edge of that lipstick. It's hard to do this on camera because I can't use all my angles and still show you what I'm doing. But you see, you get that like definition. Okay, I kind of love it. Which one was your favorite?